So now, let's talk about the time limit that a person has, an adult, to bring a lawsuit against a private doctor or private hospital here in the state of New York. How many of you know it? If you know it, just shout it out. That's the answer. As of today, November 19th, the time limit that you have to file a lawsuit on behalf of an injured client against a private doctor or private hospital is 2.5 years from the date of the wrongdoing. Now, I'm going to throw a number of monkey wrenches into the mix because, as you know, every rule has exceptions. And this is rife with lots of different exceptions. So let's say the wrongdoing happened in a municipal hospital, such as Bellevue Hospital, Metropolitan Hospital, Jacobi Hospital, Elmhurst, Queens County Hospital, Kings County Hospital. These are all municipal hospitals, and they are owned, operated, and maintained by a legal entity known as the New York City Health and Hospitals Corporation. And by the way, if one of your clients gets injured in a municipal hospital in the 5 boroughs of New York City, and you somehow bring a lawsuit against the city of New York, your case will be dismissed because you have sued the wrong legal entity. So in any event, what happens if the wrongdoing happened in a municipal hospital? How much time do you have in which to file a lawsuit? Shout it out. Not all at once. Take your time. I know it's morning.
What year after they file notice of claim within a year?
Close. The answer is you must file a notice of claim within 90 days from the date of the wrongdoing, and then you must file your lawsuit within 1 year and 90 days from the date of the wrongdoing. By the way, the filing of a notice of claim with the New York City Health and Hospitals Corporation is a prerequisite before you are permitted to file your lawsuit. And after you file your notice of claim, you now have to appear for a mini hearing, it's like a mini deposition, with the attorney who represents Health and Hospitals Corporation to give them an opportunity to investigate. And only 30 days after that are you then permitted to file suit. Okay? So now you're going to see that there are different time limits, not just for an adult, but for a private physician, private hospital, and a municipal facility. And you also should know that there are different time limits for a child. So typically a child, we have a time limit against a private doctor or private hospital until they turn the age of majority. And in some instances, we can extend that a little bit. But that's the typical answer. There's a different time limit to filing a case against the state of New York. For example, at Stony Brook University. Different time limit filing a case against the VA hospital. So all of these factors go in to muddle the mix. But now let me share with you something that you do need to know about. What about for wrongful death cases? So you learn this tragedy, this gentleman bled to death, and now you are trying to determine whether or not his wife's wrongful death matter is timely. How much time do you have in which to file a lawsuit on behalf of somebody who died against a private doctor or private hospital? Anybody? The answer is 2 years from the date of death. Now, let's go back to the municipality. Let's say the death occurred at Bellevue Hospital. How much time does the family have to file a lawsuit? I will tell you, it's not 2 years. The answer, you have 90 days in which to file a notice of claim from the date of the wrongdoing, and 1 year and 90 days from the date of the wrongdoing in which to file suit. Dramatically different. All right, let's throw another monkey wrench into the mix. Let's say this is a baby case, a birth injury case. Mom and dad go to the hospital to deliver their brand new baby. Everything goes well up until the time of delivery. Baby's born seizing, blue, goes to the neonatal intensive care unit. Mom and dad are told 2 days later, I'm sorry to tell you, but your baby has profound brain damage. Your baby has a condition known as cerebral palsy. Your child will never, ever be the same as the other kids. How much time do mom and dad have to file a lawsuit against a private doctor or private hospital here in the state of New York? The answer is that as of today, November 19, 2013, they have 10 years from the date of the baby's birth in which to file a lawsuit. All right, so now let's jump back to the municipality. Let's say the birth occurred at Elmhurst Hospital. How much time does the family have to file a lawsuit? I will tell you, it's not 10 years. They have 90 days from the date of the wrongdoing in which to file that notice of claim. And then they have 1 year and 90 days in which to file a lawsuit.